And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Hurts. Gonna look deep for Wilson. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. On the ground, it's the rookie from Tennessee. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
To throw, it's Milton. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. To throw is Milton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Here's Milton. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Right back to Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on on the year. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And the Raiders have got him. And going to books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one deep for Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. You look at this Raiders defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Throwing his Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Moss. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 65 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Moss on the give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Raiders at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give running right, Moss. To the 27-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, 27 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, down at the 33. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for it?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Milton. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Milton. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw again. He'll swing this out to Moss. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I had no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Moss. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Milton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They need 18 yards here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
At the 22-yard line. Now a give running left with Moss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll run it again with Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll give this to Moss running right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Off the play fake. Milton. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Checks that one down, complete to Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hurts. This one deep for Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. To throw, it's Milton. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw is Milton. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Milton. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 9 round. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Looking to throw. Milton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal at the 5-yard line. Back to throw. Milton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here's Milton now to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Moss.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Milton. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He finds his man complete. It's Moss. Now he's into the clear again. And he is in. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
63, Eagles 42.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Powering his way forward. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Throwing after the interception. Milton. Short throw caught by Bowers. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Milton. He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Milton. Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Moss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Eagles 42.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 61 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Eagles 49.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, If you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
He'll swing this out to Moss.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
On a handoff, it's Moss.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
127 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Moss. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And when you break it down, this was just